Hey everyone, Pop Daddy here, and tonight I will be reviewing a couple things for you. One of a potential date night for you and your spouse, and the other something for to hold the kids over. That's brand new, so let's get to it. But before that, I'm sorry, I rehearsed that a few times. I'm no good with these intros. You know what you're here to watch. You click the thumbnail. You saw me post about it or something like that, and I'm no good with the intro, so I do apologize in advance for that, or post-vance, the after fact. Sorry for all that. Here I am. I really botched that intro. I went through four intros before getting here, so let's just start off with baby update. Baby just turned 5 months a couple weeks ago, and she's getting pretty big, and you know, we're now trying baby steps. She's not taking baby steps yet, but we're trying food now. She has tried oatmeal, baby oatmeal, and prunes, baby food, that prune flavored, like pureed prunes, that stuff. And she's kind of getting the hang of it, so she's man, this time does fly. Because I swear that she has not been getting any bigger, but then I look at photos of when she was born and she's getting bigger, so it's like that. Last night, Pop Mama and I had a visit from Pop Mama, and she offered to watch the baby as we had a little date night. Pop Mama got to choose. I usually choose, and I'm usually here with a review after. And of everything out there, we saw the invitation. As you can see behind me, there's a reason I have this up there. And I actually made a review last night, and it wasn't very good. I kept getting the low memory notification, so I was rushing through it. I didn't feel like I gave a good enough explanation. Then I made another video to explain the way I felt afterwards, and the whole thing was just like, you remember the episode of The Simpsons where Homer just stuffed all his texts in an envelope and taped it up and thought it would be acceptable? That's how I felt that was, so I made another review tonight. I'm making another review tonight, and it's kind of giving me a chance to sleep on the movie and get a better feeling for it. And I'm gonna be honest, I woke up this morning and I kind of forgot about it until I saw like one of the YouTube ads. So let's get into it. Basic plot of the movie is Natalie Emanuel from Game of Thrones plays Evie, who works as a waitress for a caterer in New York City. She's got no family, so she takes one of those DNA tests. It comes back, finds out she has family over in England. She connects with one of them. They come to America. They invite her to a wedding over in England, to which she accepts. She goes over, she visits the place. It's like this big abbey, and you know, the whole everyone's like, the whole family's there, and she's meeting all them, and it's kind of unsettling when she's meeting the family and whatnot. It's kind of like a Get Out, Wicker Man style, the way everyone's treating where they're nice, but there's something going on there. And there are scenes where it gets a bit too dark, and you're supposed to be able to see like what's going on, but you can't really. So that's a thing. I find a lot with the new horror, like, you know, not really The Conjuring, but like with The Nun and things like that, where it's kind of like a fad with this new horror, where there's like shapes in the dark and things like that. Go on, and it turns out that when she meets gets to the couple, who the bride is, surprise, it's her. If you saw the trailer, it's in there. And also, it's a vampire movie. As you can tell, the eye is a steak. An invitation. It's a steak. So it turns out I went into this movie blind, not knowing anything, and so I thought the vampire twist was a twist. Turns out it's not, because it's all over, and in every pretty much press junket for the movie, they've been saying the new vampire flick, The Invitation. I didn't know pretty much any of the actors in this, and the only one I sort of recognized was the head butler was played by the guy who played Alfred on Gotham, who's also the son of one of the Doctors on Doctor Who. but I couldn't place him throughout the whole movie, and that was kind of irking me. This new horror-ish trend ever since that we've been having the past few years of dark horror with super jump scares, I'm not really a fan. The movie was just alright, I want to say. It's like some of the vampire mythos that they introduce is kind of neat, but for a date night movie, if you don't get out that often, I wouldn't suggest it. If it looks interesting to you, I would say wait for streaming. If you only have date nights every once in a while, to see this would be a mistake. That was bad, and I should feel bad. So yeah, just alright. I wouldn't go out to see it, and that's how I feel about it. But while you and your spouse do enjoy date night, whatever it is you may do, what's there for the kids to watch? Well, that's what's next. Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation is the newest Lego Star Wars television special to premiere on Disney+. This came out about 3 weeks before the making of this video. I caught it the second weekend. I, of course, had the pickle slush review. I meant to do it the weekend after that, but things get caught up. I wasn't able to do a video last weekend, so I do apologize. But I'm doing it now, and this is a great show for kids to check out, like maybe about 5, 6, or 7, that age. If I had to describe this in a word, it would be harmless. There's very little action in it, a chase between Boba Fett and Obi-Wan, and that's pretty much how action-packed it gets. There's also a Millennium Falcon flight through the Death Star wreckage, which is a little bit scary, but not too bad. Basic plot is that Poe, Finn, Rey, Rose, R2, 3PO, BB-8, and Chewbacca are having a vacation aboard the Halcyon Cruiser. Editing me, please let me know if that's the right title. If not, please display it right here, which is the space cruiser that you're on for the Disney Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser down in Walt Disney World. So it's also a commercial for that. And Finn wants everyone to stay together, like to be like their own little family. They all go off and do their separate thing, and to which Finn gets sad and he wanders around, and he's encountered by the ghosts of Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Leia, to which they tell stories about their own previous vacations, where Obi-Wan had to help a rebel infiltrate Jabba's palace, and while he learned to let loose and be himself, Anakin, when he was Vader, took a depressed Emperor Palpatine and went to a beach party where the Emperor let loose and had fun. And Leia talked about their last family vacation before taking Ben to Luke's Jedi Academy, where, spoiler alert, that does not end up well. Ben to, like go on an adventure and to not like, to also be yourself and enjoy the time and live in the moment. And it's just, like, it's fun. All 3 stories are great. Some of the voices acting is really well done. Most of the Clone Wars veterans are still there. Like, you have the voices of Obi-Wan, Anakin, the guy who voices Boba Fett, voiced the clones. Anthony Daniels and Billy D. Williams come back and voice Lando and 3PO. It's a good time. I would rank this above the Lego Star Wars Crypt Holiday Special, but below Lego Star Wars Scary Tales. Is that what it was called? Anyway, that was one of my very first reviews back in October. If you want to check back, it's in my links. I'm not really a fan of my early stuff because I was not as good as I am now. I'm still not good. If you're this is just something your kids can watch, they can have fun. It's just like, and it's safe. And also, it's not too too shunny for adults. Like, you can sit down with your kid and you won't be aggravated. You'll enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed it, and even though Little Miss Pop Baby wasn't really paying attention, I was, and I had a good time. So be sure to check it out. So yeah, on my next screen I'll have a link to, well, not a link, but all my different ways to contact me. Be sure to reach out. I would love to hear from you. I love taking requests, and I'll always be here with requests for you, and I thank you all again for watching. And enjoy the pics, and I will see you soon. Peace.